both Kim and you talked about how this space becomes a knowledge production space. What are we learning? I mean, if anything, that's one of the things we're learning is just a deeper understanding of what are the issues.
Yeah.
And it seems to me you are taking us to that place where we can begin to see, part of what the mystery is about. Or at least you are giving us the vocabulary to begin that exploration. And if anything comes out of this, for me at least, it's unraveling all of those complications for us.
I agree. Yeah.
And then she's also wanting to respond. Can she say something perhaps, and then you say something? Yeah, please speak, Martha.
I think, because I was supporting the FISMAS for and occasionally going to the marches and all of that. And I do think, we are in a crisis, and I was telling Kim, we subconsciously, consciously, we're in a crisis. And, and you work with white people and so on in that process. And also some of them you can see the difficulties, being white right now, it must be difficult for someone, somewhere. But at the same time, for me, the anger that comes with it, I think, with whiteness and the problem is there is no pure understanding where we come from. And there's no pure understanding also of the willingness to actually, when people say the land back, and it's what are you going to do with the land on 702? It frustrates you. How could you not know what the land, when you pass the shacks, how could you not see that? Why would it be important? How could you not see that language when I have to speak your language? How could you not see that as removing me from that experience? And for me, it's how could you not? And it's the frustration of it that, okay, having a black friend, they say, it's we come from a different, that actually you might see sitting at the dinner table, but I have people that I have to suffer. I have my mother, I have other people uneducated, that I was the lottery for my township. And my reality it's different, and the sacrifices you have to make. And I think, for me, in my head, I think, and it's a frustration, I think the more the contradiction of democracy comes, that how could this be possible? And how could white people not see it? And I think that's the anger. And I think the conversation also is it's not to educate. I'm not here to educate. I'm not here to educate Kim, tell her. It's to actually, and I think sometimes white people cover themselves by saying the right thing. I need to just be polite and treat my domestic workers as I should, nicely. And it's not that. It's not how polite you get. It's how do we then build this country if you are going to be part of this country, if you benefited so many years from this country, but then you have to make it equal for everybody. Then how do we do that project? Then you have to consider what you need to do. And it's our steps to actually try to do, but it starts with the frank conversations. You start being honest. Actually, sometimes I do think, I still think black people are inferior. You can start there. Then okay, let's start with that conversation. You think, why? Then we have a conversation. Then we discuss. And it changes my mind, it changes, because now there's too much fakeness as well. Where, they will say nice things. It's my bra, yeah. And, at the same time, there is an honest conversation, and I think we have to start. The Rainbow Nation is diluted, it's polluted people. Mandela died, it means the Rainbow Nation is, and then we have to start from there.
We will end there. Thank you very much to both of you, and thanks to you for coming to us. We have at the back some finger foods. You want to say something, Jolene, about it?